Thank you. Joining me now, Tennessee Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn. Senator, thanks for being here. I feel like you should be here on the campus of Belmont.
Absolutely.
I'll
be there
place.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
it is
listen,
indeed,
I want to ask you about the story we just. Well, I want to ask you about the story we just heard. There are Republicans who are worried that the focus on Hunter Biden in the closing days of this campaign takes away one of the advantages for President Trump, as we've seen in our new Fox News poll, on the economy in states that he needs to win. How do you feel about this closing argument kind of focused on the Hunter Biden email scandal?
You know, Bret, I think tomorrow night what the president should do is focus on his record and how much he has gotten done in 47 months, because the American people are focused on themselves and on their personal economy, their health care, the education of their children. And the president has done a fantastic job building an economy, lowering poverty rates, helping everyone to lift through this economy. He should be out there talking about it. He should talk about what he's done for seniors in health care. He should talk about the successes in the Middle East, the Abraham Accords, getting us out of the Iran deal, and jobs, the economy. This is what people want to hear.
Yeah. Senator, I'm hearing from your answer that he should do, in your mind, less about Hunter Biden and that scandal, even though he talks about it and tweets about it a lot, then more about substance and policy. That's what you're saying.
Yes, I would put the focus on substance and policy, because this president has an incredible record. People are concerned. I will tell you, they're very concerned about what they've heard over the Hunter Biden story. They think there should be a special prosecutor. They think this should be investigated. They want to know what happened and how many years back does Biden Incorporated go? Was it during the vice presidency? Did it precede that? So they're curious, and they want answers to that. And if there is criminal conduct, they want it dealt with. Tomorrow night, what they want to hear from the president is, what have you done with your 47 months? What are you going to do with the next 4 years? How is that going to affect my family and me? What are you going to do about continuing to grow the economy and dealing with health care costs and rebuilding our military, keeping our communities safe? And Bret, you know, one of the issues we hear from women is school choice and giving families more choice in how to educate their children.
Senator, obviously the negotiations are still continuing on a possible COVID stimulus bill again between the House Speaker and the Treasury Secretary. There's real concern, though, about where Senate Republicans are. Here are a couple Democrats talking about that today.
This is a power play, and it's there in the Senate. It's a power play between the Senate and the White House. And I think both of us know that Mitch McConnell is playing a very cynical game.
Republican majority sets up a fake vote on COVID relief because if, God forbid, the Senate actually considered a real bill to do something real about this overwhelming COVID crisis, it might delay their Supreme Court nominee that they are rushing through.
So, Senator, where are Senate Republicans if this deal somehow gets there? And I will say it's sort of like Charlie Brown, Lucy and the football. You know, it seems like it's there and then it's pulled away at the last second. But are Senate Republicans going to go along with a $2 trillion package if it gets negotiated to that?
Well, we gave them the opportunity to come to the floor and vote for a $600 billion package today. That would have done another round of PPP. It would have plussed up unemployment, money for vaccines, for testing, money for schools, because the goal is to get people back to work and to get children back in school. And Bret, they chose to vote no. They are saying, if you don't give us everything we want, bailing out the blue states, money for marijuana research, money for all these other things, then we're just going to vote no. They would rather have zero and have people suffer than to address PPP for small businesses, unemployment insurance for people that are hurting, that are still out of work. And I find it just unconscionable that why would they continue to hold the American people at bay and use them as a bargaining chip to go bail out states like New York and California and Illinois? But they're willing to do that because they think it will help them win an election.
I have 10 seconds here, but if the president and the Secretary of Treasury negotiate with the House Speaker and say, this is what we're bringing to the table, are you voting for it?
I am going to continue to support what we voted on today. It was repurposing $350 billion of CARES Act. It is being a wise steward of the taxpayers' money, focusing, targeting, getting help where it is needed.
So that's a no. Senator, thanks so much. I appreciate your time.